non-smoker and started vaping, but now wants to stop?
Well, first of all, advice comes from consultation, so I'd need to know exactly what the consumption was. So if somebody has picked up, I couldn't speculate, but let's say, for instance, you're using, disposable products or single-use products, and you've got hooked on those. You need to switch over to a reusable device. And you need to look out for bottles that are 10 ml in size, that have gone through the proper testing, and get into a chat with your local vape retailer about your dosage, because once you're onto a reusable device that you can fill up, you can then manage that nicotine. So you can, over time, there's so many methods to get that down. One method would be to reduce your strength. So actually take note of what you're buying. When you're buying a disposable product, so these are disposables, actually Views are a company, they're owned by Big Tobacco and people hate them, but I tell you what, they actually tell the truth. They're 20 milligram or 10 milligram. So when you're buying a single use, it says 2%, so they've labelled that to make you believe that it's low strength, but you are using the highest legal strength in the UK. Now, if you transition onto a reusable device, not only is it better for your pocket, for the planet, you can manage what you're putting in there. So we can manage through, if you just get the cheapest single-use pod that you can't adjust, we can use that by lowering your strength over days, so 20 milligram right down to 5. Or you can get something a bit more advanced if you've got the budget that you can turn up and down. And you can use that device to help you have different strengths throughout the day, which will reduce your consumption. But we can reduce that consumption, but you can wean yourself off over time. It just takes time. But single-use products, you're just going to get one hit as it is constantly. So you're just in that cycle all the time. But it's very easy to get off, and we've had many, many clients reduce and stop the nicotine. Now, some people also, if you were a non-smoker in the first place, it's going to be really easy to walk away. But for some people, they were long-term smokers, and those people may need to smoke, or may need to vape forever, because they would smoke anyway. So if you're a non-smoker, it's going to be much easier to get off your nicotine, because you won't have such a deep-rooted addiction as a smoker would have.